Hello YouTube, I'm here today to discuss global warming. It's a serious issue in our country today, and I know there's been a lot of videos posted on YouTube lately about global warming being a hoax. Unfortunately, it is not a hoax. I wish it was, but it's not. It's a true scientific study that if you actually did some of your own research on it, you would find that it is widely accepted in the scientific community. And anyone that opposes global warming actually has not been accepted by the scientific community of climatologists. Now, I know there was a movie that was just done by ex-political figure Al Gore called The Inconvenient Truth. If we could just set aside that this movie was done by Al Gore and just concentrate on the facts and not make this such a political issue. In its truest nature, it is not a political issue at all. It's a matter of our lifestyle and well-being as a country as well as the entire world. It's a severe problem. We really need to take a look at it. Now, global warming does actually exist. It's not the greatest of our problems at the current time, but in the future it will definitely be our most significant problem. Global warming is basically the effect of the release of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, where plants and the ocean cannot convert it back into oxygen because there's too much. Now, you can argue that animals and people are constantly releasing carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, but our ecosystem takes this into account and can handle the carbon dioxide that we breathe out. But the amount that we dump into the atmosphere with combustible engines and industry and generating electricity is far more than our ocean and our plants can handle. So what we get is this excess carbon dioxide in our atmosphere. Now, the problem with having this sphere of carbon dioxide around our planet is that it creates what is known as the greenhouse effect, that actually amplifies heat generated by our sun and also traps in heat so it can't escape, thus globally increasing the temperature of the Earth. It's not really seen that significantly now because it's not a severe problem, but in the future it will become a severe problem. We're already seeing melting at the North Pole that is scientifically proven not to be a natural occurrence, that it is indeed an effect of global warming. And just recently, scientists released a device called the Intrepid Explorer underneath one of Antarctica's ice shelves. And what it did is it took water salination and temperature readings as well as sonar readings, and what it discovered is that the topology of the area underneath the ice shelf is very jagged and rigid, which is evident that the ice shelf is in fact melting, and has been for the last 100 years. Now, the melting is not really that severe right now, but in the future, within the next 10 years, that melting could increase to over 1 meter per year. 1 meter per year doesn't seem like a lot, but if you take that in square meters, considering the significant size of Antarctica, we're talking about hundreds of millions of gallons of fresh water being dumped into the ocean annually. I can't say that the effects of that would be catastrophic. We'd see each year we would lose feet at a time of our coastline, and we'd also lose salination levels in the ocean. Our technology has advanced in leaps and bounds in the past 100 years, but we're using this ancient technology of burning stuff for energy that is just ridiculous. And the alternative technologies are already there. It's just it's a matter of business, really. Oil companies don't want to change. They don't want to invest in other technologies. They want to keep making their billions off of selling fossil fuels. But what people don't realize is that we're going to run out of oil. We are running out. We are in a decline in oil production. We're going to keep going in a decline of oil production until we run out. We're not discovering any new oil. Now, with the recent, I like to call, acquisition of Iraq, we are opening up Iraq's oil sources to us. But even that is not going to last us very long. It's going to ease the price of oil right now temporarily, but it's just going to keep getting worse. We're never going to see the gasoline prices that we've seen 5 years ago ever again. It's just not going to happen. It's going to get so bad to the point where mass transit is going to be a requirement unless you're an upper-class citizen. Middle-class folks will not be able to even afford gas. It'd be a total luxury to own a vehicle and drive it and keep gasoline in it. And that's just not the world I want to live in. There's so much energy. Everything is matter is energy. It's there. Energy is like water or oxygen. It's all around us. And we already have the technology to harness energy, clean, efficient, free energy. The oil companies hate the words clean, efficient, and free because, well, there's no profit in that, is there? They don't care about the betterment of mankind. All they care about is the almighty dollar. Generating electricity from hydrogen is actually a really beautiful thing. It takes you take water, which is the most abundant resource on Earth, and use electrolysis to convert it into hydrogen and oxygen. And you store that hydrogen temporarily to be converted back into water again, thus creating energy and water. It's totally 100% clean. There's no pollutants created by it whatsoever. Now, it does take a small amount of electricity in the electrolysis process to create the hydrogen, but that could easily be done with solar electric panels. And it is even feasible to create a completely self-contained vehicle that you could actually fill with water, which would break the water down to hydrogen, convert that hydrogen back into water again, all in one system. There are literally thousands of possibilities of how we can generate electricity from hydrogen, but one fact remains the same, is that hydrogen is going to be our future in electrical generation. That's what I see in our future, and I hope a lot of you will join me in that vision, and as a consumer, push for the emergence of the hydrogen economy. Thank you for viewing my video, and if you have any questions or comments, I'd be happy to hear from you. Thank you.